What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. Richie Rich is in the house.
And Cheng is too. We're in the same house.
Dude, you know when we were walking in the mall the other day, we saw the couple, right? The old ass dude.
Yeah.
And she's the pretty young Filipina girl, right? I know you guys kind of see age gap couples all the time. Do you really think? Do you think that really works long term? Long term, do you think age gap relationships work?
I think yes, for the most part. But again, it depends on how big is the age gap. It matters how big is the age gap. Like, for example, it's more than X amount of years. But before we dig into this topic, before we dig deeper into this video, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
And don't forget to drop your comments because you know we love to read them and we love to respond.
That's right.
Because with Ching on the set, you know there's going to be outtakes and you know there's going to be bloopers. So, all that said, Ching, kick the intro and let's get into this video.
That's right.
Rolling by trike. Here we go. All right. So anyway, you were saying.
I'm saying that most age gap relationships here in the Philippines, I think it works, but it depends on how big the age gap is. Like, for example, we're going to give an example like you and me. We have like a 17-year and 1 month age gap.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Really?
So we have like a 17-year and 1 month age.
Our birthdays were 1 month apart.
Yes, I hear you. So I think less than 20 years is like the ideal age gap, in which most relationship will work.
I think it works short term, but I don't think it works long term. I don't think it does. I think when you see like an old dude and you see like a young girl, like a dude in his 60s or God forbid 70s, and this girl who's still cute, she's in her prime. In her prime, she's in her 20s or 30s, and who knows, she might have kids or whatever. But when I see those two, I don't know. I don't know that I think it is going to work long term because she's in her prime. He's in overtime. He's not even the fourth quarter. He's probably in overtime, and she's in the prime of her life. They're both getting something out of it. I get that, but anyway.
So do you think it's more transactional?
I definitely think it's transactional.
It is
I think here in the Philippines, I think most relationships here in the Philippines, I believe, are transactional. I think relationships, period, are transactional, but even more so here in the Philippines because it's an underdeveloped country, and women have what we want, and we have what women want. For the most part. I mean, it doesn't account for everybody. There is love. There's couples that come out of relationships here. But I think the majority of the couples and relationships that happen or form here, I think they're transactional.
Yeah, so you know, I read the formula. There's actually a formula that you can, if you want to determine the age of the woman you want to date based on your current age right now. So you divide your age by 2 and then add 10. So
28.5 and then what?
Plus 10.
Plus 2, so 38.
38.5.
So you just turned 39, so I guess I'm right.
Round off.
I rounded up a little bit, so I'm right there.
So it's like we're we're on the same number. We're like on the same,
but different, but still same.
I'm looking at them, and do you really think? And this is where you could just tell me the truth. Do you really think like the young girls really love the dudes?
I don't think so. I think it's more, just like what I said earlier, it's more transactional. But later on, I think they may start
like fall for him over time. Depending on how he treats him. But do you think it's more that she just loves what he can do, what he provides for her?
And that too.
Right.
I mean, from the start, let's just be real. A lot of young women would look at a old foreign guy for someone who can provide me a better life. Yeah. So, and then later on, they might not have the intentions of falling in love with that person, but eventually he's treating her good.
Right.
He is like doing most of the things that she needs. So I think the love part eventually develops.
Right. But what do you think it is that ends the relationships, that like brings it all to a culmination and just like it just ends? Besides him dying because he's so damn old. What do you think it is that usually ends up ending the relationship?
I think that the woman, it's hypergamy. When a woman finds another person, maybe a little younger, who can, as young as you may be, you are physically, let's just be honest and real. Yeah, he can't do stuff. She's more physically active, and maybe when you do things in the bedroom, there are some things that he cannot perform anymore, and yeah, I'm just being for real.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, it would suck. I'm guessing I'm probably going to get to that point at some point in my life too, and that would suck. That you just can't, you're out of breath. 10 pumps and you're out of breath.
Yeah, and also I will be worried that someone might get a heart attack.
True.
Yeah.
So you think because my thing is this, right? Because she starts thinking, like you said, it's hypergamy. She starts thinking, well, if I found this dude, I can find a younger dude that gives me more, that can provide more or just as much, or I can find multiple dudes and I can have multiple income streams. It's like an investment.
Yeah, it sucks, but for a Filipina, I think it will be practical for some Filipinas to do that. But of course, it's not the right thing to do. We're not advertising that for them to do that.
No, I'm not saying that that's how they should do. I'm talking about how do you think some people think though?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that for the most part, they're like they have a reserve. They have a reserve like this. He's too old already. He's too old, and eventually, if I'm going to have a baby with this guy, yeah.
I also think that has a lot to do with it too. Is like, do they start thinking like, do I really want to have a baby with this dude, right? Because she'll be in her late 20s, maybe early 30s, and he's in his late 60s, early 70s, and she's thinking this cat is going to be dead before my kid is 10, right?
I know, and it would suck. And you, just for example, visualize yourself as a 70-year-old guy pushing a stroller in a mall, changing diapers.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so I think for the most part, it will be on the Filipina because she will be doing most of the stuff for the baby because the man can.
Nah. You get a nanny.
Yeah. I hear you because financially the man can provide.
Well, you should be able to.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be making babies over here, you better get a nanny.
Yeah.
You definitely do. No, I don't want to hear nothing about no crying. I don't want to hear nothing about changing no diapers. Not happening. No. Nanny. Yeah. So talking about us, what do you, in your mind, what are our biggest differences?
I think the biggest differences is that we came from different era. You're a baby boomer. I'm a millennial.
It's not.
And also a lot of knowledge and wisdom. You have more wisdom. You have more experience than I am. Like if we can compare it to Google, you're Google, I'm TikTok. So maybe not a lot of information.
I wouldn't say I'm like. I would say I think experience is the biggest difference. I think life experience is the hugest difference. I also think education is the biggest difference.
Yeah.
When one of the things I've learned is the education here is very different than the education in the West, and you will definitely notice it. Anything else? So you say it's we come from two different eras. Okay. So what do you think makes? I mean, what do you think in your mind? What Why does that make a difference? Us coming from two different eras.
Yeah, because we somehow our generation was introduced already to the internet and something like that. But you are like on the go to the library research, something like that.
I did when I was in law school. We literally was still going to the library.
Yeah.
To look stuff up, which is crazy.
We also have that in common, the transition from no internet to internet, something like that. So you were like a bit older, but for me, I'm like in grade school or high school maybe. So I think that's we also have differences when it comes to music. I mean,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
do you think that's an age thing, or do you think that's because I think even if I was 10 years younger, I'd still be old school.
I think so. I think that it's more of preference because I also like hip hop and I also know some of the songs that you like old school hip hop. So I think that's something that we like in common is about music.
Old school, right? Like old school R&B, old school hip hop.
I hear you.
So, okay, maybe that does. Maybe that is an age thing.
Yeah, it is an age thing, and also when it comes to emotional maturity, that's where we differ. I think you as being the older person in this relationship, you are more, how do I say that? You are more, you know how to handle conflict more than I do.
Manage emotions?
Yes. And also, because for the most part, most men are like that. But in this case, I've observed and you've proven that with your education, with your experience, you've showed me that, you're more experienced, you're more knowledgeable than I am. So I think this is an opportunity for you to mentor or to teach me if you want.
Mentor you? What I look like? I got a whole group of students that I'm trying to teach law to.
Well, if you can teach your students, might as well teach me too. Like when it comes to life, how to.
They pay me. You gonna pay me?
You know how.
They pay me.
Yeah, you know how I'm gonna pay you.
Yep.
You gonna make them payments?
Huh?
You gonna make them payments?
Yeah, daily.
Not monthly.
No, not monthly.
Daily payments, right?
Daily payments,
right.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
3 times a day. Okay.
I got it.
A lot of women can see that there's stability and security when we're with an older partner. So, because in my mind, when I'm with an older partner, you're a made man already. So you already know what you want.
What are the differences?
The movies that you watch that I don't know, like some famous lines. You don't know that line?
Yeah, but I think that's culture.
Cultural thing.
Culture.
Okay.
That's culture because that's America. We do movie lines. We do movie lines.
Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
That's just a difference in our cultures. Because
okay.
If I throw out a movie line, I guarantee you. If I throw out a halfway famous movie line, I guarantee you, someone in the audience will know the movie immediately.
Except me.
Yeah.
Come on, honey. Throw them some line. One line.
One line? I need a famous movie. Okay.
It's Friday.
Okay, but everybody knows that one. That's too easy, right?
Okay.
Oh. Okay, I got it. And I will strike down upon thee with furious anger, and you will know. Okay, there. To everybody will know that line. Everybody will know that line. Everybody.
Okay, don't tell the answer. I'll wait for the comment.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
I guarantee you we will get like 40 or 50 responses that saying what movie it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So this will be a learning experience.
Oh, for sure. That's an easy one though. That's pretty easy one.
Yeah.
It's an American classic movie.
Okay.
Right.
I hear you.
Okay, anyway.
I'm excited to wait for the
comment. For sure. All right. Related to our age, related to our separate ages, what other differences do you see between us that are directly or indirectly related to our ages? So in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges as far as like being in an age gap relationship, us being like 17 years apart, 17 years and 1 month apart?
Very specific.
What in your mind, honestly, what are the biggest challenges to you?
To be honest, I don't think there's much of a difference for us, if we're just going to talk about us, because we have the same interest. So when you want to go for the activities that you like, I also like. I think the only challenge that we have right now is that, for example, like dealing with children, you already know how to deal with children because your kids are grown already. Yeah. So I think for me, where I'm just like, it's not starting, but it took off already. But I'm still in the stage where I'm trying to figure out how to raise a teenager and early how to raise boys.
A woman trying to
raise boys now, right. And that's where I really need a help of a man, because a woman don't necessarily know how to raise boys. So that's where
I cannot agree with you more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the only challenge that I think, and maybe I don't think the energy level matters, because we both want the same thing. What are you doing?
I mean, what? Oh, sorry.
Hey, are we riding the other?
What you take it easy. Come on.
The energy level, for example, the energy level, the same activities we want to do, we both don't want to go out on bars. Like we seldom go to bars.
That's when we go.
When we go to bars, we go together. I mean,
we only been to bars 2 times in almost 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably the other thing I would say, our ability to handling conflict, handling emotions, keeping emotions in check. Yeah, I would say that. But again, I don't think that's age.
That's a gender thing, I think.
Maybe gender, maybe personality. I don't think it's related to age though. So I don't know. I don't really think we have any major issues at all as far as that's concerned.
I agree.
I mean, people look and they'll kind of look at you sideways. I mean, they don't really look at us. I mean, they might look at us because I'm a foreigner, but I think they think.
They think you were at the same age.
They think you robbing the cradle.
Yeah, I am. I'm robbing the cradle.
You didn't mess around, got you a youngin'. Got you a youngin' with a whole bunch of energy. Well, start with us. What do you think people say? What do you think they think when they see us?
Good question. So I think people would say that, ooh, so when they see us, is she taking Sorry, that's the first thing that I think about what other people would
think. Really think that?
Yeah. Wow, she's a strong girl.
She must be really strong.
Yeah.
He's giving her the schlong, right?
Yeah, that's what I think. Sorry, my mind is different.
Okay,
yeah, but for example, when I see older dudes, or is that for example the other? I don't know if that's her dad or I'm not sure, to be honest. Is that your uncle?
Right.
Oh, or you? Oh, how's you and your grandpa? Something.
Hey, grandpa. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you call him honey or grandpa?
Grandpa. Right? Gotcha. All right. I guess we can agree. Love is love, and it's kind of weird. It's unpredictable. My mom used to say, you can't pick the person you fall in love with. You don't pick that person you fall in love with, right? You fall in love. It happens, and that's it. And I absolutely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So.
Yeah, I agree. While you're talking about that, I remember the first interaction we had. We both don't like each other. maybe I like you.
What are you talking about? Yeah, come on.
Maybe I like you a little.
Let's be real. Let's tell the truth here now.
Maybe you don't like me. You don't like me, and then I like you a little.
Yeah,
a little.
It worked out fine.
Yeah, it worked out fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's mysterious. Things work out the way they work out. We're doing almost 2 years. High five on that. And we're doing cool. It takes work, though. Believe that when I tell you it takes work. We say in the live stream, what you guys see is the end product of a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work and a lot of...
The girl might not like him at the beginning, but eventually, you say, love moves in mysterious ways. It's always so surprising.
It is, dude.
Oh, that's nice.
So surprising. You got that right. All right.
So surprising you get the copyright from singing.
Exactly. God, how come you don't learn, man? Come on.
Yeah,
you
just a snippet. No, it's not going to be a copyright.
I know it's not long. I'm just. Can we not do that?
I'm sorry.
Do that anymore?
We're not gonna sing anymore in the live stream.
In my own personal opinion, I would say, what do you think, percentage-wise, of the age gap relationships that work long term?
I think, to be honest, it's like 30%.
I think that's about right. I think it's about 30%, but it's not a high number. It's not a ridiculously high number, and it's definitely less than half. So,
and what do you think is the number of, or the gap? How many years?
But out here, it's crazy. Some of the gaps are like, I know one gap of a couple of actually, think about the vloggers we know, and think about the age gaps with the vloggers that we know, right?
Yeah.
They're huge. The gaps are like at least 30 years, right? So I don't know. It would be tough. It would be tough. I wouldn't be interested in being with somebody with an age gap that big. I wouldn't be at all.
Yeah. So I would just, in summary, I would just agree with you that a relationship must be built with mutual trust and respect, and it doesn't matter if you know Biggie Smalls or Tupac. So
yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Good to rock around. Yeah, I know. I just mix it up because I remembered Run DMC earlier.
Come on, man!
Anyway, all right, thanks. You guys, let us know what you think. Do you think age gap relationships work? Do you think they work long term? I think that the majority of them are transactional. And look, if both people win, I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with it at all. And even if I did, what do they care?
Same thing. So again, as long as you're happy, then we're happy for you.
Happy spouse.
Happy house. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not just the woman whose happiness is important. You're also a partner in this relationship, so your happiness is important. What do you want?
All right. What is up, YouTube fam? Richie Rich is what is up, YouTube. And stay tuned, because with Ching on the set, there's going to be bloopers. Period. There's going to be because with Ching on the set, there's going to be outtakes, and there's going to be bloopers. So, Ching.
See, you contribute as much bloopers. A relationship must be built with mutual trust and respect, and it doesn't matter if you know Biggie Smalls or Tupac. So
yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Good to rock around. Yeah, I know. I just mix it up because I remembered Run DMC earlier. Come on, man. I know what you're going to say.
You don't know me.
I know. Come on, man.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
You're also a partner in this relationship, so your happiness is important. What do you want?
I'm going to make you happy after this. Quit. What? Not right now.
Okay.
Not on. Yeah.
Right after this.
Take it easy.
When you say good deuces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what to do. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments below. Join us on Friday for our next video where Ching is going to tell us all what attracts her to dudes.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you like this video, we got a whole bunch of other videos that you'll like just as much, if not better. So check those out too. Until then, I'm Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And this is Tang.
We're out of here. Deuces.
Deuces.